Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Encounters, the number one late night spiritual talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. Good evening, everybody. Hello, Lupita, Jenny Skin, everybody coming out there, Aries Fire. So what? Thank you for the roses. We appreciate it so much. Pamela Perrone, Minnie, let's see, all the people there. Loretta, Indo, Ozzy. Hey, Ozzy, good evening. Little Leah, good to see you, Little Leah. Marinee. Hey, Cleo, good to see you. Loretta, thank you for joining us. Everybody, greetings out there around the world. Betty, Malden, everybody out there. Gary Haas from Iowa, good to see you, brother. Thank you for the heart me. We appreciate it. We're going to have another great show tonight. We're just getting started. When we like to start with just greeting everybody coming in here. Patrick, everybody, Jersey for Life, good to see you. Many blessings to you, Amina. Thank you for being here. Thomas Fletcher, new and old people. Michael, welcome to the show, Encounters. Had a great show last night. I'm still, I don't have all the shows on my YouTube channel yet, but I will have them all done either tonight or tomorrow morning. Lisa, good to see you. Excalibur PN, hello. Hey, Nicaragua, good to see you. Sarce, welcome. Everybody, Lavola, good to see you. And everyone else coming in here. Hey, Amina, good to see you as well. Cool dude, welcome to the show. And Lisa, thank you for the Fest Burst gift. We appreciate that. Dakota, welcome to the show, Dakota. Hispanic Beauty, welcome. Teresa, everybody out there, wherever you are, just in general, welcome to the show, wherever you are around the world. Glad to have you with us. Absolutely. And we'll see who's going to show up tonight. Just making sure that we can invite a few people in here. Hey, Kit Kat, good to see you. Welcome, sister. Pinky Love something. Joel Jass, Merriweather, good to see you, Merriweather. Cynthia Carpet, welcome. And I just posted our promotional thing late this afternoon for our Ashtar Command Q&A Saturday night. So Saturday night officially is a night of Ashtar Command. We'll be talking everything Ashtar Command, including what's happening with contact and all the different questions you might have regarding that. Hey, Chesno, good to see you. So we're going to be getting into that a lot Saturday night. Natasha, hello. Good to see you. Welcome. Everybody coming in here, welcome. Willie, hey, Chesno, good to see you, brother. And Chesno's one of our excellent moderators that I had been trying to add on for a long time, and finally, somehow, cosmically, it worked. Jack's Bricks, why do you drink so much cider? It's just something I've always done all these years being in New England. I love apple cider, and I just drink a lot of it. There could be worse habits, but apple cider is my thing. It almost has become a signature of the show of me having apple cider and talking about all these things. Natasha, you like seltzer? That's good. Hey, not just Nicole, good to see you. Hey, Mike Masters. Hey, Katie Johnson. Pedrella. Exotic Arkansas, yes. Lucas Jackson, welcome. Hey, Lucas. And Just Be Cool, that's a good name. Laura Sutton, hello, Laura Sutton. Anthony Navarro, welcome. Dead, welcome to the show. Hey, Mike Masters, Yella. Everybody coming here. Frank Romano. Stoner Brother 90. Melissa Neal. Hey, Melissa Neal. Zach Allen. KK Holden. Hey, good to see you. All the new people, all the regular people for the last 2 years almost to 2 years. So we're going to be doing something interesting. If everything goes out to plan, we're going to be going out to the West Coast. Yep. Myself and my better half, we're going to go out to the West Coast with some friends. And I'm hoping that if we do, we're going to California. But where we're going to be is going to be 5 hours away from Joshua Tree, California. And but where we're going to be going, oh, you live near Area 51, Jennifer. We're going to have to talk to you. I'm sure you've seen many things, Jennifer. If you live near Area 51 out there in the desert, I can't imagine the things you probably have seen. But we're going to be heading out west sometime, I think, either January or February. And I'm going to bring my night vision equipment with me. And my goal is to, I have a couple things I want to do with my better half. I'm going to have to work it out what we're going to do. But my goal is to document spaceship sightings off the coast there in San Diego, where we're going to be in San Diego, California. And then I really do want to go to the desert. And I keep being guided that to be at Joshua Tree. That's where I need to go. We'll see. But right now, nothing's happening yet. We're going to be planning it out either late January or February. I'm not sure yet. As soon as I know when we're going, I'll let you know. But I'm really excited to be going out there. I feel that I'm supposed to be out there. I feel like I'm supposed to be in the desert for some reason. And so, yeah. But not anywhere in the desert. I'm supposed to be near Joshua Tree, California. Up there. Near Giant Rock. Up that way. Not sure yet why, but that seems to be what I've been feeling for a long time. Jennifer says, I have a big ranch in Crystal. It's in the desert. Interesting, Jennifer. We're going to have to talk to you about you being near Area 51. That's interesting. Paul C., welcome to the show. Cody, welcome. I'm CmdrAleon. I'm your host. You've probably heard about the show if you've never been on here before. This is the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, busting the matrix on social media and around the planet. I'm also a contactee, and you might not know that. And my contactee experience is when I was a kid, back in Long Island for a short period when I lived there as a kid, up until my teen years. Then we moved to New England. And when I was a kid, I had the honor, now I look at it as an honor, of going to my brother's room, looking out the window in the cul-de-sac and seeing a spaceship with windows and men and women and young adults wearing light blue spacesuits, human beings that were probably about 7.5, 8 feet tall. And they were telepathic. Will I go live on TikTok? I'm going to figure out that. I think I'm going to try to do a live when I'm out there. When I fully know when I'm going to be out there, I think I'm going to try to do a live out there on the West Coast. We'll see. Right now, everything is just in the initial stages. Hey, Camp Sparkles, good to see you. I've been really, I really need to be out there. I know I need to be in California, and I need to be in the desert. Not just anywhere in the desert. I have to be near Joshua Tree. Stop at Slab City. I've heard of Slab City in the desert. Hey, Wendy, I'm good to see you. Good to see everybody coming in here, all the beautiful people around the world. And you are all beautiful people. No matter what anyone says, you are beautiful people. Right? Yeah, so I'm excited. Joshua Tree has the energy. There's an energy there with the Ashtar Command in Joshua Tree. And that whole area with John is, there's a really strong energy there. And I feel, but that's a bit of a travel. Geography-wise, from San Diego to Joshua Tree, it's about 5 hours. It takes 5 hours from here to get to the border of Quebec. It's 5 hours from the coast of San Diego to Joshua Tree. It's a long drive. It's a long time on the road. So I have to figure that out. But we'll see. Now we're going to go by jet, me and my better half, so we'll figure it out. Hey, Anita, good to see you. Welcome, Madame 73. Hope, welcome. Good to see all the beautiful people coming in here. And you haven't missed anything yet. We're just warming up. We're just getting started here. Thank you, Anita. You rock as well. Notorious, welcome, Notorious. Julie, hey, Julie. Hey, Coastal Cosmonaut, good to see you. It's been a while. Mad Genius. Apple cider's doing good tonight. Jennifer, are you going to be camping in the desert? No, we're staying at we're going with some friends that have family out there. We're staying with they have a house and we're staying out on the coast. So we're not going to be staying in the desert. Gio, the command has us at 2026 for contact. We'll try to get more updates on Ashtar Command Night on Saturday evening at 11 p.m. That's our Ashtar Night show. We talk about everything related to that. I mean, we do get into it here too, because people are asking about contact. So we're not going to avoid the question at all. Hey, Jared, good to see you. Something drastic would have to happen for it to move up from 2026 to next year. What'll happen certainly next year is you're going to see more sightings, more people will be seeing things in the skies. So it'll be building up quite a bit next year in 2025, and then in 2026, the official contact should start happening. So it's a good time to be here. Did I see the new tablet about Jesus? No. I don't even think Jesus has seen the new tablet. Jesus is on an Ashtar Command spaceship, one of the big ships. Excuse me. Paula R., good to see you. I wonder if Jesus came off the ship and saw this tablet, what he would think about it. Brad, welcome to the show. This is CmdrAleon. I'm the host of the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media, and also for 20 years on NPR radio here in the United States, talking about these things on the radio side, and we've been on here for almost 2 years. So that's in a nutshell who I am: a contactee, a radio host, and also on here. So welcome. Jesse Wales, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Pedro, Cajun Lady. Welcome, Eric. Welcome, Johnny Mango. Jesse Wales, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Pedro, Cajun Lady. Welcome, Eric. Welcome, Johnny Mango. Welcome. All the new people coming in. Stick around, relax. We have a big studio here around the planet. So there's plenty of room. Janice. Good to see you, Janice. Always. Daisy Chain 44. Patrick Scott. Gregor 650. James Boland. User 495. Carol. I see all these names. Hey, Tara. Good to see you, Tara. Dawn Miller. Kristen. I think it's Little Troy 93. Hey, Little Troy. Everyone coming in here, wherever you are, I'm glad you found our program. This is a show that's out of this world. It's called Encounters. We do an actual show here, and we talk about people having visitations with space people that have been abducted, crop circles, the inner earth. We talk about all these things on here. The mer people, the Bigfoot. We talk about the fairies, the angelic people, the beings of the angelic realm that are connected with the space people. They are actually, in a way, space people themselves. Get the show on the road. Hey, PN, good to see you. So we just do it the way we do it. We go with the flow of the way we're going to do it. Hey, Samantha, good to see you. And Rubes, good to see you. Melissa, Harold, good to see everybody coming in here. So here's how it works. Here's how the host works the show. We love to hear people's stories. I always have information to share. And one of the things we like to do is you have to be over 18, which is the TikTok rule. They can't fake it on here with me. No foul language on the show. No trolls on the show. No smoking on the camera. No drinking on the camera. No drunks on the camera. No drugs. No paranormal discussion, politics, or religion. And I think that covers the whole gamut of the way I have the show set up here. And of course, if you're going to come on here, certainly if you try to fake it, I will know it just in 2 seconds. 8-foot things in space-looking suits have been spotted in South Mountains of Phoenix. Whoa, Susie. Okay, so there's a few things we need to do here. Susie, let's see. Susie, can you come on camera? I want to hear about this. Susie Kent 21. And then I'm going to bring up the person from near Area 51 after that. Hey, Steve Ernest, good to see you. So, Susie, I just sent you a request to join me live here on Encounters. Let's see what happens. And I do this stuff randomly. As soon as I hear, look at a comment here that makes like really interesting stories, I will, bring the person up on the program. Okay, let's see here. So I don't see her coming up. So we're going to see if we can bring up the person near Area 51. The person near Area 51, are you still here? Let's see where the person is. The person there that lives near Area 51. I don't know if I'd want to live near Area 51. I don't know if I'd want to do that. I'm just thinking, would I want to do that? Nope, I think I would stay away from Area 51. Good to see everybody coming in here. Hey, Flying Dutchman, welcome to the show. No, there's somebody on here that lives near Area 51. The reason why chaotic, there's more spaceship activity. There's actually more spaceship activity. It's not so much we're watching it. I think, we are doing two things. We are watching it, but I think there's a lot more spaceship activity. There, Jennifer, there you are. Jennifer, we're going to bring you up. And Jennifer, I think you can come on camera. So if you could come on your camera, that would be great. I'm going to bring you up there. And she lives near Area 51 out in Nevada. So we're going to bring her up. Hey, Golden Bear, good to see you. And all you have to do... Okay, she's coming out good. We're excited here. This is going to be good. Okie dokie. Hey, Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Glad to have you with us. You live near Area 51?
Yeah.
Wow. How does that work, being that close?
It's pretty cool. Like, you see a lot of weird things in the sky, but like the other night was like really crazy because I thought there was like some huge storm going on, and I happened to look outside, and it was going on for like a while. And I just happened to look outside, and then there was something like going straight up in the air, all lights, and it was round, and it went straight up in the air, and it was a trip. I never seen something like that before. It was crazy.
Were you able to record? Were you able, Jennifer, to record any of that? Have you ever tried to record any of the things you're seeing?
No, it happened so fast. I was just like, whoa,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And can you come on camera? Are you able to do that? Because I see you have the ability to do camera. You just have to press the camera.
I just have to like get out of the dark.
Yeah, get out of the dark. That's what you need to do. We don't need to be in the dark. This is great. So we have somebody that lives near Area 51 in the desert. How far away are you from Area 51?
Not that far, because Amargosa, I think, is just like another 13 miles, and that's like basically right over there. And then I'm also by Mercury, which is like all like where they do a lot of the testing and stuff.
Really? When you say testing, what do they do at Mercury? I'm not familiar with that.
Mercury, you'd have to look it up. It's it's a town not allowed to the public.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So who is the government own the town, or the Air Force, or who does that?
I think it's the Air Force.
Really? Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, we have like big jets that like fly over us, like really, really super low too.
Oh wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's really so this is the thing. When you're in the light spot, we'll get you on the. Okay. You get yourself on the camera.
I hit accept.
You have to sit
on here,
and then you accept, and then you have to press save, and then you save it. Okay, so you do have a camera. You have to you have to go to, if you press the camera, it's a little icon. When you press it, it'll unlock itself with that line over it, and then it'll bring you on the screen. I've done this with
Oh,
numerous
okay.
people. Yeah,
Do I have
we'll
to go
get
on
you
the
there.
screen? I look awful right now.
No, you don't believe me. I look just as awful as you do. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So
You're
what
not
do
in
I
front of
press?
the,
The little icon?
yeah, the little icon for the camera. You'll be fine. Let's see what
Okay.
happens here. It's right next to the microphone and the other thing.
Okay,
Everyone
I
has
see
a,
multi something.
yeah,
Is
so
that
there's
it?
multi, yeah, and then
Live
you'll
status
have,
setting?
yeah, live status setting. It should be a camera there. I've always
It
helped
says
everybody get on
show.
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have a camera.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, well,
Okay,
I've helped.
save.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her. Well, I can't send her a video invite. I just have her. She is.
Oh,
I seen
turn
her
on.
video.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna see if this works. It always does work. I've helped numerous people on here with this technology.
Oop, Jocko.
And then you have to press save. When you do it, you press save.
Oh, okay. Okay.
There you go. You got it.
Okay.
Congratulations. Another person, well done. So this is great. So you live out in the desert. There's a place where it's
Yeah.
called Mercury. Mercury is off limits to the public, and
Right.
the government obviously owns the town because nobody can go
Right.
into it.
Yeah,
And
you can't go into it at all. Like it says, do not enter, turn back, and all kinds of crazy stuff.
so what happens if you don't turn back? What do you think would happen?
There's guards right up ahead with guns. They're like in a yeah,
Really? This town
yeah,
called Mercury, Nevada has guards with guns,
yeah,
and it tells you to turn back.
yeah, uh-huh, yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Man,
It
I don't want to go to that town. I'm staying away from there.
is. Yeah.
I want to go where people are friendly. You know what I mean?
Oh no, we're friendly out here, but yeah.
Well, I know you
that's,
are, but that town there, owned by the government, they're not going to be too friendly.
yeah, no, they're not. No,
No, they're not.
they're not. They don't.
So how do people? You live out there. Have you lived out there all your life near Area 51?
No, I just moved out here like 3 years ago. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So since you've lived here, have you met like people that have lived there all their lives, locals and people like that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
what's that like? What did they tell you? They must know some stories.
Oh yeah, they've told me some things. Yeah. 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 There was not too long ago there was like a video of like I guess something happened where they my friend knows more about it, and it was
Mhm.
like they took the video down and everything, but there was like some alien freaking like they like right out here by this there's a red mountain right out here like out
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
highway, and
Yeah.
there's some alien stuff happened or something like yeah, it was
Like
kind of
some
crazy.
was it like extraterrestrials in a spaceship landing near that area,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
so
something like
so
that.
there so the ETs landed a ship out in that area, and
Yeah,
then what happened? The military came in and
yeah, the
closed off
military
the
came
area.
in and yeah, yeah,
Really? When did this
yeah,
happen?
like a few months ago.
Really? See, folks, this is the stuff that's what disclosure is. We're hearing stuff here that you can even hear on CNN News. This is, to me,
Yeah,
breaking information. This is great.
yeah.
So did they say, whoever knew about this, did they say what the ETs looked like? Did they look like us? Any
Um,
information?
they showed the video for about um for just like for a very short time, and it got taken
Hmm.
down. Yeah.
Oh, was it on YouTube or something?
Yeah, it was on YouTube. Yeah.
So they probably were forced by the government to take it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it would have shown people some real information,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's crazy. So I would imagine that stuff happens more often than not out there.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But
And
that was the
do you,
first time I seen anything like really crazy.
yeah.
But yeah. So
And
yeah.
do you think they would have taken that ET craft that landed in that area a few months ago and the ETs to Area 51?
I don't know where I think they probably would have taken them into Mercury.
Why would they take, well, I'll just say, and I don't know this, why would they
Because
take this?
Mercury is like all closed off, and that's where they do a lot of testing and stuff like that. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? It's like all
Yeah.
secretive over there.
Yeah. So you think that they would take if the ETs were alive and they caught them outside of their ship, they would take them and detain them and bring them over to Mercury.
Probably.
Okay. I'll go with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That sounds
And then
interesting.
like
So,
there's like something underneath us too, like because you could feel it. Sometimes the ground will just like it feels like it feels like something like a subway going underneath you is from what
yeah.
my neighbors said, because they're
Yeah.
from New York, and they
Yeah.
said it feels like a subway underneath sometimes that they feel. And I know what they're talking about, but I've never felt a subway, so I do know that it does
Yeah.
feel like really weird underneath sometimes, like you
Interesting.
can feel the ground move.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
do you think if it feels that way, if you were knocking on the ground and it feels like hollow, it could be possible that there is an advanced traveling system between Area 51 and the Mercury facility
Right.
that
Right.
over the years, over the last 70 years, they've built underground transport facilities
Oh
for
yeah,
these
I'm sure
multi-level
of it.
facilities.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure of it. Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah,
Oh,
I do
definitely.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Wow, amazing. And yeah, I mean, I've been over years ago. I went over the Rockies going to California when I was going to LA. I remember seeing what appeared to be in the desert these structures, like they were for like things coming out, like a missile or a traveling vehicle or something. I don't
Yeah.
know where it was. It was somewhere in California on the eastern side of the desert, and I was looking down at the Grand Canyon, and then I saw the desert and saw these things. And
Yeah.
so I think there is definitely a lot of activity there, but I never
Yeah.
heard of this Mercury before. That's really something really new for the show. I never even
Yeah.
knew anything
Mercury
about
is
that.
like totally closed off, and there's guards at the gate, like it's all gated and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, see? Please. Have you ever have you seen they call them the cameo they call them cameo dudes. They call them cameo
Sorry, I
dudes, the
got a
ones
wolf
that
like pushing me, and a
there you go,
yapper.
a
Hush.
yapper.
A
Yeah, so
yapper
have
and
you
a
ever
wolf. Yeah.
oh wolf? There you go. So have you heard the
Hush.
dog is competing with me?
Yeah.
There's a good.
Hush.
I think the dog wants to be on the show here, but who knows?
Yeah, that's Panda.
Yeah, Panda. Hey, Panda. So the cameo dudes, you've heard the cameo dudes, the people that wear the camouflage outfits. They have white pickup trucks and they travel around. If you go in the wrong area, they'll come up to you and tell you can't be here, or you have to turn around.
No, I haven't heard of those. I'm like not like I'm usually like it's pretty rare I'm up on social media, so
Yeah, I'll say it. Well, you're on the best show on social media in the planet right here. You'll be hooked to. You'll meet a lot of nice people here. But I use the word cameo dudes. These are basically military police that are in white vehicles. They're in pickup trucks in Area 51.
Oh
And
yeah, we have like the sheriff. They're out here in like pickup trucks, but they don't come in this town.
yeah,
Yeah.
they go where the action is.
Yeah.
They
Come
go
on,
where
Jocko.
they go where the action is. Correct?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's okay.
Jocko. Come on, Jocko. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Melissa Harold, one of my viewers says, Jennifer, they all were transported by bus from Nellis Air Force Base. It was like a military base. He worked in finance. Melissa, we'll have to have you on after Jennifer. Melissa, stick around.
Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I got a mess going on here.
It's
Jocko,
okay. It's
get
called
down.
life, you know.
Yeah. I got an old man here that freaking, like, like a grandfather type thing.
Oh, good.
And the wolf is sitting on his feet and he can't move.
Oh, okay. Well, at
Yeah.
least he's got a wolf protecting him. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Come on, Jocko, come on. I'm not reaching in there and taking that thing from him.
No, leave him alone. He'll bite you.
He won't bite me. Come on. Come on.
And we're live and direct with
Yeah.
Jennifer, who's out near
Yeah.
Area 51, not too far, about 13 miles away.
Yeah. Jocko.
Okay, Jocko, you need to calm down. You need to do some meditation. You have to get the dog to meditate. That's a big dog. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's beautiful to have this discussion because when you're talking about all this stuff, you live not that far away from the base, but you have seen those pickup trucks and the sheriff, and those are the
Yeah.
people that go, and they're going, so they don't go really toward your town. It's not important to them, but they're going places looking for people that are trying to sneak into Area 51 and those bases.
yeah.
Because there are constantly
yeah.
people trying to do that, right?
Oh, yeah. I actually, my neighbor is actually snuck in there.
Let's hear that story. So how did your neighbor sneak in the Area 51?
He drove in there on a motorcycle, like on a dirt bike.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about that story.
Well, I don't know too much about it. I just know he has. And because, I mean, like he goes up all through the mountains and stuff. And yeah. So I could I could go talk to him or something and tell him to go on your show or something.
Yeah, if he has TikTok, he should come on the show. I want to hear. I think he has some stuff he can tell us. If he's stuck
Yeah.
on the base with a motorcycle, he must know the
Yeah.
terrain pretty well. He must know all the areas to go in there and where not to go in there.
Yeah, he went in there and they never even seen him. So yeah.
Really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure if he got in there, he must have seen a few things if he knew where to go without being
Yeah.
cloaking on the base.
He said that he went in that little town, that fake town that they have.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have a fake town. I don't know if you know that.
Well, tell us about the fake town near Area 51. I'd like to hear
The
about that.
fake town, it's set up to where it looks like there's people and like everything like that, and like they're in like houses, like they have like little houses and stuff like that. I haven't seen it, but my neighbor who rides the dirt bike has seen it. So yeah.
So it's like a fake military ghost town. created.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why do you think they have like a town set up like that? And
I
you
have
said
no
it's-
clue.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
interesting. It is
Yeah.
crazy, and you know what? If you weren't on here, nobody here would know about this.
Yeah.
So this is really great information. See, folks, now we're getting some good information.
Yeah.
It's not top secret, but people that know people know things.
Yeah.
This is kind of really cool. This is cool information to me.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
you live in like little towns like this out in the desert. Yeah.
You get to
Yeah.
know things, right?
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer, I want to thank you for coming up here. I hope you'll watch our show regularly. I'm on at 11 o'clock at night. I've been on here for about 2 years. My friends coaxed me from Facebook to get on here. I've been on radio, Busting the Matrix, for 21 years on the subject. And I work with the space people, the Aztec Command, which are positive space beings. So if you know about the subject of UFOs and ETs, the Aztec Command are the human type beings that are about 7-8 feet tall, and they're here to help the planet. So contrary to what's happening in Area 51, that would be the opposite of what's happening.
Okay.
So you've been great. You did a great
Thank you.
job. I appreciate you for your first time on here.
Thank
You
you.
know? Everybody, let's give Jennifer an applause out in the desert. Thank you very much. And if anything happens, you're going to be our key person. If you have people that you want to, who are living out there that have information, they can come on my show and they can talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Jennifer, one of our key people in the desert in Nevada near Area 51. Thank you, Jennifer.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
All right. We're going to bring up Melissa. Man, we're going to bring up Melissa right now. And Melissa, I'm sending Melissa, says they all were transported by bus from Nellis Air Force Base. It was like a military base he worked in. I don't know who he was, but we'll find out.
Hello.
Hey, Melissa, welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks.
Can you go on camera? Do you know how to use a camera?
Yeah, but I'm not anywhere where it's light right now.
Oh, you're in the dark? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're glad to have you on. Tell us a little bit about yourself and give us some background of what you want to talk about here regarding Nellis Air Force Base.
Well, I'm a veteran, and my husband's a veteran of over 20 years. And being in the military, being all over the world, we've met a lot of different people that have had different jobs. And one of our neighbors that lived with us at Dover Air Force Base told us that when I was talking to him one day about the SR-71 when I was stationed at Barksdale, it flew in there and it busted our windows where I worked.
Oh, wow.
And I told him that was really interesting to see that. And he goes, yeah, well, he was stationed at Nellis Air Force Base, but his job was working at Area 51 in finance.
He worked in finance at Area 51?
Yeah, I guess it's like a regular military base, because like they would have like the dining halls, because he stayed there during the week and they take him home on the weekends.
Oh, okay.
And so he, he did that, and he knew they were working on the SR-71. He was there when they were working on it.
Yeah.
But he couldn't say anything at that time. But when it came out, he said, yeah, I was there when they were building it, because he would like, part of the finance stuff, we pay for everything bought for the base, and that. So he did all that kind of stuff. Plus they had military pay there, and, like little commissaries and BXs, and it was. So
did he go back and did he go back and forth on the Janet, or what do they call it, the Jane, the jet that goes from Las Vegas to Area 51?
Yeah, but sometimes I think he said he was bussed up there.
Oh, they did bust people in, okay.
Yeah, but then I also have been a caregiver of high-ranking, he worked for ELINT.
What's ELINT?
The electronic line. It's like any type of communication with anything in space or anywhere. And I had asked him, I said, are there really aliens, that come here? And he goes, what makes you think they're not already been here? I said, I don't know.
He said that to you?
Yeah, but he just, I said, there is aliens here, aren't they, in the government? And he just looked at me, and it was like a couple weeks before he passed. And
okay.
And he looked at me, and he just closed his eyes and shook his head. Yes.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that,
Yeah, it was rough, but yeah, he worked in like intelligence, and he's been all over the world, and he's been to Area 51, he said. They flew him there.
And did he ever get to see the facilities at Area 51 where there were in captivity extraterrestrial intelligence, or any of the flying saucers or spaceship craft that
he wouldn't talk about any of that. He just, he was like real military,
Yeah.
And I'm sure he must have had one of the top secret security clearances. So.
Yeah. He probably knew stuff that he never got to tell you.
Yeah. Oh, well, he wouldn't tell me. I was always the one asking him questions.
Mm-hmm.
And that, but yeah, it's just like, I didn't even realize there was an Area 51 even when I was in the military until, I met Jeff. So
yeah,
it was like,
then you
wow.
found out, Wow,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. We had, Jennifer in the desert near Area 51, and talking about her friend who motorcycles got into the base, who probably has lived all their lives, or mostly, who knows the area. So, we don't always get into Area 51 too much because, frankly, there's so many things going on now with the spaceships coming to Earth that it makes Area 51 seem like a little toy almost compared to what's going to be happening. If you watch my show enough, there's going to, so you know about what's happening.
Yes.
Myself and April have tried to bring people information about when we're going to be going off planet, when contact's going to be happening. So it's we're living in very interesting times right now.
I
We
want to
really are.
go.
I know you do.
Oh, so bad.
And the beautiful thing is, everybody that says they want to go, there's going to be a time for when contact happens. There'll be a time for people to finally be able to have that ability to go onto a spaceship and go off planet and maybe connect with their star family. That will happen after we do what we have to do in 2025. The five of us, there's five of us, as you know, about our group, maybe, that
Yeah.
one of us, April, is our main person who was selected by the command up in Vermont. They chose her as our first group of five, and there's 14 other groups of five. And so we're going to help people here. Part of my thing with Saturday night is we go everything Ashtar Command. We talk about what's going to happen, all these things. And it does bleed into what I do during the week because we're talking about the whole subject. So
Yeah.
people ask me questions. I'm going to give them
have a
answers
question.
about that.
I
Yeah.
have a question. How long do the space people live? I mean, do they have a longer lifespan? I mean, if we go with them, will our lifespan be like theirs or what?
We'll have the option to change our lifespan. So when major contact happens, every single person that is in this, live, watching this live, I'm just using this as a platform to say this, you will have the ability to choose your age, meaning when you become fully involved in contact, the space people live to be thousands of years old. Many of them are really old, could be thousands upon thousands of years old, and they'll look to be about 20 or 30. So you'll have the ability to choose the way you want to live and how you're going to live.
So do they ever die?
I don't never ask the question of the Ashtar Command people about death. I think there is some thing as like a death, but it's not the same way we look at death. On Earth, we look at death a little bit differently. So, I mean, there is what you call a passing, but I think that also is a regeneration into another experience, another life. Yeah.
Yeah, like I believe we're all light,
Oh, yeah. In truth, yes.
Yeah, and that we're all connected.
Yeah. Oh, we are all connected. Sometimes, a lot of people don't realize. Like my friend Janice said, when she talked to Ashtar, she says, Ashtar said, a soul does not die. So the soul of the light body doesn't die. It goes just into another graduation, into another human body, which is primarily what happens. So when you leave your physical body here,
not to.
You decide not to leave your body?
No, when you leave your body, I think you have a choice.
You have a
Where
choice.
you want to go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you make that choice of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, because we're all just energy. And that, so I don't know. It's strange because
we're
I
actually
believe that.
Yeah. So we're all basically light beings, and I say light beings, higher self, the different wordage that people use. But we're certainly like for example, my physical space body's in stasis now, and I've explained what stasis is. It's in a chamber, like a comfortable thing with a bubble glass or whatever, and my big space body's there, and it's alive and well. And then when I physically go back into my body, physically in the space body, I will wake up out of that, and I'll be about probably 7.5 or 8 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
In my space body. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I can't discuss any of this with my son. He's a priest. So.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, I raised a priest.
You raised a priest. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. He's a priest, and you're going to be, heading out in space.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I knew you would find that okay.
Yep. It's just funny. It's just wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Well, Melissa, I want to thank you for sharing some stuff with us, and it's a blessing to have you here. And I just enjoyed the conversation too.
Oh, me too. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to bring you down off the ship here on Encounters.
Okay.
And everyone, I want to thank Melissa for being here. Let me see if I can press the little button here, do this here. And we're live and direct. Melissa, our second guest on the show. And we appreciate that. Hey, Lynn948, good to see you. And I'm looking at comments. So there's a lot going on. I'm really relaxed. I mean, I'm always relaxed, but I feel really kind of relaxed here. You know, I guess the end of the week is here, which is really good. Hey, Palladian Rainbow. Good to see you, Lynn. And you're watching Encounters, the spiritual UFO talk show that we're busting the matrix. Of course we are. Always. Right? Hey, Day, good to see you. John Ramirez, welcome to the show. Melissa, good to have everybody here. And Melissa, thanks for being on there with us. Now, if you've never been on the show before, been interviewed before, and you've had a sighting, or if you've been contacted, Jackson Brick, yes, you'll retain memories. You'll definitely retain memories for sure. Good question. Tara Nichols, welcome to the show. Sylvia, welcome. Hello, Sylvia. Johnny, welcome to the show. Z Gunna, welcome. Well, thank you for the gift. I appreciate that, Tar. So if you've been visited physically by extraterrestrial intelligence, I want to know about it. If you have a story to tell about your sightings, I want to know about it. We all do. Jackson says, so does our Earth life is the beginning because we don't have any past life memories. People do have past life memories of other lifetimes, without a question, you know. But you also have things that are going to be happening in the future that you've not experienced yet, so all that becomes part of your timeline. I'm just reading comments here. And welcome to the show, everybody. I actually had somebody hypnotize me many years ago in Massachusetts. And when they hypnotized me, I found out some interesting things, that I was in Atlantis. And Atlantis, when I remember the pictures of what I was seeing in being hypnotized, I actually got to see tubular structures, transport systems in Atlantis. They're like tubular, like a subway, but very advanced. And there were tons of people in Atlantis walking all over the place, like walking in this station, like this advanced, like tubular transports thing. And then I remembered all this stuff. I said, like, you know, I don't know how I got to Atlantis in my regression, but I must have been there at one time. Crystal Dreams, good to see you. I think I was there. So when you have that kind of regression with a good hypnotist, you know, you come back with some memories. It's pretty interesting. You've been trying to find someone to hypnotize you? I don't know who I can recommend. You know, there are good people that hypnotize people that have had experiences like this, but I don't know who they would be. Hey, Bonnie Alice, good to see you. Yeah, Sandra, when I had the experience of hypnotic regression about Atlantis, it was just like this beautiful, like circular tube structure that these things were going through. It was like a tube. So Laura says, can you manifest a spaceship? Maybe, maybe not. It depends on where you are on a conscious level. You might be able to manifest a spaceship. I'd be very interested if you did. I'd be the first one to say, hey, that's great. but I don't know. I mean, I think we have to get to a vibrational pattern to be able to do that. Hey, Alpha Moon, good to see you. Lacey, why NASA lies about Mars? They always do. Karen Morgan, thank you for the gift. We appreciate that very much. Let's see, who are the partially mechanical people? I have never heard of partially mechanical people. So that's one question I can't answer because I have no idea who they are. Hey, Acid TV, good to see you. Sheila, welcome to the show, Sheila. And all the people coming in here, welcome. Do ETs have robots? Some extraterrestrials might have artificial robots. That's a great question. I'm not sure exactly. Not yet. I'm looking at all the comments. I'm pretty on top of it right now. Alpha Moon, yeah, it'd be interesting if you did see one. And who are we trying to block? Do I need to... E. Brewer, let's see. E. Brewer, we're going to have to take the E. Brewer person. Let me see if I can find them. I will block them. E. Brewer. Oh, okay, we're going to take them out. No problem, folks. I just took them out. They are now in outer space. That E. Brewer 77, no longer here. I didn't notice it until you folks mentioned it. That's because we're on a good show. We have good people in here. The trolls need to go. Star beings. Okay, so star beings, let's see here. I want to hear what you're posting is about the sun. So we're going to bring you up here, star being. You're posting about the sun. What did you say or do or post about the sun? What about our sun? Oh, thank you, Bonnie Ellis. Rain has a question. Star says, how do I meditate to elevate my frequency? Using higher dimensional music like Christ conscious music, ambient music, that'll help you. That's really a good way to elevate your frequency and to get into that mode of consciousness that you need to get into to eventually be at that wavelength that the space people are at. You want to be at the same wavelength pretty much. So that's something you can do. We're going to show some video in a few minutes. Give me one moment. We'll be right back. This is going to be a little bit of a mini break, but we will be right back. The cat's sleeping. Okie dokie, folks. We are back. Little mini break. Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show, is live and direct. This is not recorded. This is not Memorex. This is Encounters. I'm just looking at comments here. Welcome if you're just coming in. You haven't missed anything. So we're going to get into some UFO video footage on the show here. Let me see. And I'm saying, let's see, go to the home page here. For some reason, I'm trying to get back onto the main page here. I'm on the unexplained area. But we don't want to be on the unexplained area. We want to go back to the whole thing here on TikTok. Here we go. Well, for some reason, I'm on this thing where I get the UFO stuff, and I'm having a problem trying to get where I want to be. But anyway, welcome to the show. I'm trying one more time. And we're going to see what happens here. And we're here with you on Encounters. We're going to try to put a video on here. Oh, 37476. I think we did it, folks. Well, anyway, we're going to try to do with some video footage here. I was just looking at something else on my tablet. Has anyone had recurring dreams of seeing ETs? I think there are a lot of people on here who have recurring dreams. A great question. We call them cosmic dreams. So if you have a cosmic dream that is reoccurring where you're going on a spaceship or visiting space people, GR, thank you. The recurring dream actually is a dream where it's not really a dream. You're physically leaving your body. It's called astral traveling. Sometimes it's called the Merkaba state. You think it's a dream, but it really isn't. It just reoccurs and keeps happening. Rita Sandler says, I do. Says, number of people in here, based on that question, have reoccurring dreams of some sort. And I think a lot of them have to do with, astral traveling out of the body. So Mr. Tackpan says, we are not alone. My work anomalies tell me computers existed thousands of years ago, which is, well, yeah, a lot of advancements were, around and have been around for billions of years on Earth. So I would say there would be a truth to that. Now we're only at about 38.9. One of the things I want people to do is tap on the screen. You see the hearts? If you tap on the screen, look at the top right. It says 39.0. That number will go up when you tap on my screen on the show here. So if everybody taps on the screen, please share and like. But tap on the screen, that'll bring the numbers up. It's at 39.5. Those numbers are not numbers that TikTok just gives you. Your audience has to tap on the screen in order to go up. So now people are doing it. That's what we need to see. So metaphysician or metaphysics, we'll bring you up to talk about, well, you have your TikTok on private. You need to switch it to public. And we'll be able to see we'll be able to bring you up here. As long as you have over 50 followers, we can bring you up on the show. Do Zeta look at us as animals? No, they don't. They think that we are going to save them. So they used to abduct people to get our DNA in order to do that. Excuse me. And let's see here. Scissor Hands. So Scissor Hands Z. So Scissor Hands Z, what would you like to talk about? I see somebody in the request thing, Scissor Hands Z. And Pickles, thank you for the bear. We appreciate it. So Scissor Hands Z, what would you like to share on encounters tonight? And are you over 18? Okay. You prefer to type, okay. Okay, we're going to take a chance on this person, and we'll see what their first name is. You're watching Encounters, the late night #1 spiritual talk show, UFO talk show, and here to break the, bust the matrix. Hey, Scissor Hands Z, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm doing very well. Yourself?
And I'm doing good. And whereabouts are you? And what would you like to bring to our discussion worldwide with our UFO audience?
Well, I'm coming from the East Coast, and I'm in the Hudson Valley, New York, Connecticut border.
Okay, I know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with like the Hudson Valley UFO.
I saw that UFO back in the 80s. I'm very familiar with it.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, you're from Connecticut, right? You said.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that what people call the Hudson Valley sightings. I actually was at a club doing back in the day when albums were albums, and it was a blues club. And I came out. It was right a little small shopping center with a Stop and Shop at the time, and there was across the street a McDonald's, and above that was a big hill and condos, and behind all that was all woods. There was all woods and hills and stuff. And I came out of the club, and I actually heard a voice say to me in my head, "Look up." I look up, and there's a huge spaceship about 2 football fields in length that was hovering above this hill where the condos were, and it was spinning slowly around, and then it had all these lights. It had 4 tubular bottoms. I remember this stuff by heart. And they connected to a circular thing in the middle, and this thing was huge. It was about at least 2 football fields in length.
I see people complaining about my microphone. I'm in my car and it's raining. We finally got rain out here on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, we're getting a little bit of rain, not much, but we are. But but that actually happened. So I'm very familiar with Hudson Valley. I've been up to Pine Bush, New York, many years ago, and but I'm very familiar with the Hudson Valley. And Hudson Valley has quite a few sightings now out that way.
I think it's a hot spot out here.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of, I don't know if you've heard of like these stone structures out in the woods.
I'm talking about the stone chambers.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story. I mean, this is amazing. Many years ago, we had a group of 20 people in our cosmic group. I'm with the Astral Command, which is a spiritual being, space people. we got together with our group. We all drove out in a few cars, caravanning out to New York State. We knew where we were going. We knew where the chambers were. So we were trying to find. We went looking for some chambers. We found a few of them. This one chamber we never found near the Parkway, that a woman who we knew said there's these two chambers. One is a negative chamber. The one that's positive has crystals on it with faces and stuff, and the chambers are right next to each other. So we're trying to find this chamber, these chambers, and we were kind of crazy back then. We had half of our group go across the Parkway, Taconic Parkway, climbing up the ridges, and I said I didn't tell them to do that, and they came back, thank God. But that we were so close to finding this chamber, and it was a chamber that took you into the good chamber, took you in the crystal chamber, took you into another dimension, but we couldn't find it.
Yeah, there's all types of theories about what these chambers were used for, and from what I'm aware of, there's books written about them, and I plan on getting them. I haven't read them, but
Philip Imbrogno, I think his name is. I knew him. He wrote 2 books on the Hudson Valley UFO sightings, and he also, I think, wrote a book about the chambers in Putnam Valley or Putnam County or whatever. Yeah, there are a lot of chambers out there. Some of them are on people's private property, but some of those chambers are very active, and people have reported seeing orbs of light coming out of them. Depends what the chambers are.
I'm sure people find those chambers interesting. They're also have been there, like they've been there before the Native Americans.
Yeah, the chambers,
So, nobody knows who built them.
Yeah, they're very ancient structures, but some of them are actually the ones that are really active, the chambers that are really active, like the ones we were trying to find. I believe if we had found that chamber, we had rope with us. So our goal was, if we went into the crystal chamber and any of us walked through the chamber, my goal was to be able to come back to this Earth timeline. So the only concern I had was, if I was to go with a few people, we found that chamber and we walked into it, I think we would never have been able to come back to this Earth. I think we were going to be, I can't say that for sure, but I think we would have been in another Earth timeline that we would not have been able to come back. So actually, in some ways, I'm glad we didn't find the chamber. I think we were really close to this chamber in the woods, and we just couldn't find it. I think we were real close.
Where exactly were you looking?
We were near. We had a map. Our friend knew where this chamber was. We were in the area where we were supposed to go, and we were trying to figure it out. And then some undercover police person came over and asked us what we were doing. I said, "Oh, we're just looking at stone chambers." And I think he kind of didn't want us doing what we were doing, so we finally just decided to get together and go back to Connecticut. But we were doing a lot of research. We were out there with 20 people trying to find this chamber.
A buddy of mine, actually, he knows where some of these chambers are. He's more like a true crime guy. He's not really into. I think he's definitely into UFOs, but he's more of a true crime guy.
Right.
But he knows where these chambers are.
Yeah. So he knows. If you go into the chambers and you do meditation in the chambers, you'll feel the energy. There's a definite energy, and we've meditated in some of these stone chambers. It's pretty amazing.
Kind of funny you brought up about the dimensions and how there's portals and things of that nature. Have you heard of Dudleytown?
Dudleytown, yeah, that's in Connecticut. I stay away from places like that. We don't talk about paranormal stuff, but I stay away from places like that. I don't want to go near there.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel I just brought it up because I find it interesting since I live in Connecticut now, since I'm on the Connecticut side, but I'm still up here by the Hudson Valley.
Yeah. And someone's asking me where the chambers are. They're the Heartfelt. They're in a number of areas like Westchester, the Westchester County area, Putnam County. There's a lot of chambers in Putnam County along towards the Hudson River, and before you get even out to the Hudson River on the New York side, there's all these chambers, and there are maps that I'm sure you can go into some of these local libraries and say where are the chambers, and they can give you probably a list of where these chambers are. They're pretty amazing.
There was one time where a buddy of mine who's very much into this stuff years ago, was me and him, just me and him were trying to find some of these chambers. We didn't find them, but it was up by like Patterson, New York, or Kent. I'm not really sure. It might have been either one of those.
There's chambers up there, Kent and Patterson.
They are, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So my memory is serving me right. So
there's a monastery up there. There's a monastery, a Tibetan monastery. In a monastery, there's some chambers.
One of the most amazing things I saw was in the woods searching for those chambers was me and my buddy Daryl were running through the woods searching for these chambers, and we came across like this lake just in the middle of this mountain, like in the woods. It's like one of the most surreal things I've ever seen. It was so strange.
Wow, it must have been beautiful though to see the lake in the middle of the woods. This is the whole thing. Like, we really don't know much about our own planet. And right in our backyard, things like in New York State, there are these chambers, and some of these chambers are very much active. They're not like old stones that are sitting there with nothing happening. Some of these chambers could potentially take you into another dimension if you don't know what you're doing. You can be taken right into another planet or another Earth reality just going through these chambers.
That's why I brought up the other place. I know you don't want to talk about it, but a lot of people say it's more demonic. But I think, in my opinion, it's more of a wonder of the world, because I've been there myself and I saw a few things. Probably won't talk about it here.
We won't talk about it here. No, we don't. But
yeah. All right, gotcha. Off topic.
But in terms of the chambers, some of those chambers are multi-dimensional chambers where they can take you into another dimensional reality. People. I know a lot of people on here probably never heard of the chambers in New York, and some are right on the border of Connecticut. But there are hundreds of these chambers, and I'm sure there are chambers that have not even been found yet that are in the woods.
If you look up my buddy's page, Manny Grossman, he's got so much stuff. But I'm sure if you like narrow it down to chambers or Westchester chambers in Westchester, Manny Grossman, it'll take you right to it. He's walking in the woods, and he actually went inside, and it's still and he gives information as to, like, kind of where he is and stuff. That's kind of helpful. Good.
It sounds like it's not only raining out, it sounds like hail is coming down on your car. Is it raining?
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's raining. I'm in the car.
Yeah. Oh, you're in the car. Okay, yeah. Well, I want to tell you, what's your first name?
My first name, you can call me Rob.
Rob, okay, Rob. It's great to have you with us.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad. Have you been watching our show long, or is this the first time you've actually seen it?
It comes up on my feed all the time, and I love it. Yeah. I love it, I got to say. Yeah.
Great. Appreciate
it.
We appreciate you.
I don't even know why I'm not following. That's weird. It's because I feel like I don't really keep track of my followers, and you're always on my feed anyway. Yeah. So I'll give you a follow.
Yeah, no, I'm following you. I've been following you for a while, I think.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely you're going to learn a lot here anyway, because there's a lot of good people here. And once people get hooked onto encounters, they're addicted to it, and it's an addiction that I don't have any cure for. So I don't want to have ever a cure for the addiction to encounters. So the more addictions to encounters, the better.
Got you, man. And maybe we'll talk again, because I have more. I have more stories. But the chambers I thought was something interesting.
Perfect. The chambers were great. We never talked about them here, and I've been to them, and you reminded me of the Hudson Valley UFO sightings, and then that's when I shared the story about that big spaceship. So I appreciated that. It was really cool. All right, I'm going to let you down, and I appreciate you coming up.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right. Okay, brother. Take care. Let's do this here. You're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. It's only about 12:19 a.m. in the morning. Yes, indeed. And we have Infamous coming up here, and a friend of the show. Infamous is our next guest on the #1 spiritual UFO talk show. You're watching Encounters all over the world. Infamous, welcome.
Hey, how you doing? I talked on here before about my experience.
Yes, you have. You have, and how's it going? What's happened? What's happened since then?
I'm still trying to find other people that witnessed it as well. That's why I came in here tonight. I did see a guy that said that he was in Anaheim, California at that time.
Yeah.
I want to see if he's seen this.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I seen. I drew it out, but that's what I seen over Anaheim, California.
Wow. It looks sort of like it has that saucer shape to it.
Yeah.
It does. And it looks like when you were seeing it, you made an image of trees that was hovering above the tree line, correct?
Yep. It was hovering above the tree line over a neighborhood. So behind those trees was a neighborhood. And it was hovering over that neighborhood, making absolutely no sound. And that's why I keep looking for people that experienced it, because it happened in Anaheim, California. Anaheim, California is where Disneyland's at.
Yeah, I know.
It's extremely populated. A lot of people seen this thing.
And what year was that for people that might be in the Anaheim area? What year did that happen?
I believe it was 96. I asked people if they lived there between 95 and 97, but I'm pretty sure it happened in 96. It was like 96, the summer. Okay. I think it was like the summer of 96.
Wow. Well, it's great that you were able to give an image of it and create the image so people can see what that looks like. And how big would you say that flying object was that was hovering?
That was like 2 football fields.
Wow. And at the time, I would imagine, like you said, a lot of people would have seen that, correct?
Yeah, a lot of people would have seen it. We went through, in fact, after my parents, I was scared out of my mind, but my parents we got in the truck and we went looking for it. It was gone by this point, but we were going through the neighborhoods and everybody was outside of their house just looking up and going like, what the hell just happened? Yeah, and we called the police station, I think it was.
Yeah, what they do.
They told us originally that they had gotten over 300 reports of it so far. They don't know what's going on. They're trying to figure it out. We called.
So do you think the police went out there to look at this thing or no?
No, they didn't. They absolutely did not.
Yeah.
I know they didn't, because right after we made that call, we got in the truck and we went looking for this thing wherever it was.
Yeah.
And by this point, it was gone, but there was no police presence, nothing like that, no news networks, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing going on outside that. So,
wow.
We got back, and my parents called the police back, and they were like, "Did you guys figure out what that was?" They told my parents they don't know what they're talking about.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think the military got to the police department?
I think the government did.
You know, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They don't want the police saying anything. I would bet that some of those police people were out there watching this thing, and they were told to say nothing. Total cover-up.
I'm willing to bet. I've got somebody here in the comments, Loretta Reels, saying between Disney and Knott's Berry Farm. Yes. This was actually, so where this took place was on Orange and Knott Avenue. Orange Avenue and Knott Avenue in Anaheim, California.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, it's good you're talking about it here on the show, because see, you got one response who knows a little bit about the area, and I would suspect there's other people out in California who might have been around at that time that might have seen the object. And again, bigger than 2 football fields, that's a huge, huge sighting.
Yeah, it was massive. I've seen more than just this one. I only talk about this one because my family was there with me. It was my mom, my dad, my 2 sisters and brother. We all seen this thing.
Yeah.
But this was also the biggest one I'd seen. It was completely white, hovering there, completely silent, not making a single noise.
Wow.
it was a very scary thing. I don't know if you remember that show Sightings from a while back, but
Oh yeah, yep. I used to watch it once in a while.
yep, I used to watch that when I was a kid, and it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Aliens, all that. I was scared to death of them. My parents would tell me all the time, "They're not real. They're not real. They're not real. Don't worry about it." And then this happens, and my mom tells my dad, because I'm Dennis Jr. She goes, "Dennis, look up." And I looked, and I froze in place. I've only been scared like that one other time,
Mm-hmm.
and it was when I had sleep paralysis. I froze in place. I couldn't move, and started crying. And I was 10 years old.
Oh wow.
But yeah, telling my mom and dad to call the military, call the police, call paramedics, or not paramedics, but firemen. I was telling them to call any emergency services.
Right.
Freaking out, and yeah,
You were freaking out over this sighting, the one that was the big spaceship UFO thing.
yep,
So, obviously that's normal because it's not something your brain thinks that your brain's saying, oh, I'm going to freak out now. This is crazy. This doesn't sound right. If you were to see that ship again, would you freak out or would you be more curious?
I'd be more curious.
Okay, well, because now you're more mature, you're older. So, yeah, I would too. I would also be that way.
Yeah,
Definitely interesting.
I had another experience when I was very, very, very young, where I had what I thought, I was probably 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
I had what I thought were demons around my bed.
Yeah, we don't get into the paranormal, but go ahead.
As I get older, they weren't demons. I didn't understand. I was too young to understand what they were.
What were they? Zeta?
Grays.
Great. Yeah, the Greys are the Zeta. The
Yeah.
Zeta have the big heads, the big eyes. They're Zeta.
Yeah. So I was too young.
Did you have when you had that happen to you? Do you think you were abducted? Did they abduct you? What happened?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was 4 years old. I don't remember what happened.
Mm-hmm. It is possible that you might have an implant. They might have implanted you. You know what an implant is, right?
Yeah, I know what an implant is.
Would you like me? I didn't know about this about you since the last time we talked. Would you like me to see if you have any implants in you and take them out?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, we're going to do this thing. So we're going to do tonight, right now, we're going to, in Famous, have you close your eyes. And we're going to... Actually, can you bring your camera on? Are you able to go on camera?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Oh, good. Oh, there you are. Hey, thank you, Infamous. I appreciate that, man. So what we're going to do is, and I know you've watched my show before and you were a guest previously. We had a great conversation and more detailed information now with the images, so I thank you for that. I want you to close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, I want you to turn your brain off, too. So I want you to just close your eyes. What we're going to do, folks, here is we're going to have you breathe deeply in and out of your nostrils about 3 or 4 times. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if he has any implants that have been put into him. Okay? And if you don't know what an implant is, the lower vibe ETs, the Zeta have done it, reptilians have done it. These are low vibe extraterrestrial beings that have done these things to people. And we're going to see if he has any implants. When he closes his eyes, we're going to get him just calm to do a deep breath in. And do you think you can do it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we'll start now. So close your eyes and you just keep them closed. What we're going to do is have you breathe in and breathe out of your nostril about 3 or 4 times. Okay? And as you do that, when you feel relaxed, you tell me I'm relaxed. And we're definitely going to help you out here.
Yeah, I'm relaxed.
Okay. So as we do this now, I'm going to start using the palm of my hands, which people know I do that with the palm of my hands. This is how I do it. I'm going to switch over my consciousness to my Astro Command consciousness, and we're going to proceed. Give me a moment. And we always start with the person's head area. And we're going to do this thing here. And now I'm shooting a lot of energy coming out remotely to him where he is. In a minute or two, he's going to feel like a heat energy around him. I'm starting to amp up the energy right now. Really, it's getting very strong. And when you feel the energy, let me know. I'm just right now getting used to the energy.
I feel some
Around
on
your
the
head?
left side of my head.
Yeah, yep. I'm starting to shoot the beams of light into his head area where the brain is. I'm going to work on it. As I go down, when I hit what I call an implant, you're going to tell me to stop and say, Commander, stop right there. I'll find the implant. No matter how big or small it is, I will find it. I'm getting close to something because I can feel it going down the neck area. I'm going down towards the back end of the head. Pretty close to something here. And what I'm going to do is when I hit the implant in your body, the beam of light will hit it and you'll feel it and you'll take Commander right there. So now I'm going to amp it up. And I have a beam of light on the right and the left going into you. I'm scanning you right now.
Yeah, I feel it.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay, that's where the implant is. That's in one implant. Keep your eyes closed. We're going to neutralize the implant. And one thing you're going to find out is that I'm going to pull the implant out. He's going to feel it, but it's not going to hurt. So right now I'm going to take the implant out. I'm using the other palm of my hand to shoot beams of light against the back end of the implant. So as I pull it out, I can destroy it. Okay, now I'm going to pull it out. And I'll do a little bit of shaking of the implant as I'm pulling it out behind that area where it is. And when I have it out, you let me know. But I am pulling it out. That's where the implant is.
Yeah, I felt something.
Okay. It's almost out now. I'm going to shoot energy into the end of the implant from the other side, in the other side of your face, but it'll go right through to the other part where the implant is. We're going to pull it right out now. And right now you should feel something. This is the ending of it. Almost. And right here. When I have it fully out, just let me know and just say yes, it's pulled out or something, whatever word you want to use.
Yeah, I
And
feel like it's out.
Okay, give me a second. The implant has been destroyed. I'm going to scan you now a little bit longer. Now we got the implant out of your head area. We're going to scan you more to see if there's any implants in the rest of your body. I'm going down towards the neck. We're going to check his neck area. And we're also going to check down the waist area. We're going to go down slowly. Now, he might not have any other implants, but we're going to make sure he doesn't. We're checking this area here. In the belly, right? Tell me when. I'm getting close to something here. Right. It's down below your back. Something, so I feel something here. I'm going to shoot some heat energy in there, and I'm going to stop. When you tell me to stop, I will. I'm close to something here. Going down a little bit more.
I feel something.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the second implant. I'm going to neutralize the implant. Give me a second. This other implant, I'm going to take this implant out and destroy it. Keep your eyes closed, please. This will be easier for me to do. Basically, I've split it apart with the beams of light. This is a slightly bigger implant, but I'm going to take the thing out on both ends. It'll be out in like 2 minutes. I'm going to disintegrate the implant with the heat energy. The implant is coming out of that area. I will have the implant out in 2 seconds. Almost out now. I'm going to shake the 2 ends that I've separated. I'm pulling them out, the ends of them, and I'm destroying them. Right now, they should be coming out. You'll feel a little tingle at the end of the implants. Tell me when.
I just felt it.
Okay, I've taken it out. I'm going to destroy the implant. Okay, that implant's out. I'm going to check the lower part of your body near your leg area, and I don't think there's any implants there, but we're going to make sure. Then I'm going to do an energy clearing of your whole physical body. Give me a second. I'm sending healing energy into your body. Keep your eyes closed. Now I'm shooting beams of light into your cellular structure. We're going to heal the areas where the implants were. Your skin area will be now healed very quickly. And now we're going to bless you with a shield. We're going to put a shield around you like a suit, a space suit of some sort. It's invisible. And this will protect you always. Almost. Okay. Okay, you can open your eyes now. And are you able to come back on camera? Your camera went off. Oh, there you are. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. You look a lot better. When I do these things, I always want to see what happens before and after. I can see you're a lot more relaxed. How do you feel?
Feel a lot better.
Yeah. You're not going to have any more problems. You were basically abducted by them. They are very tricky. They didn't let you remember too much of what they did to you, but they put 2 major implants in your body, one in the upper part of your hair and the other one in the lower part. And we got both of those implants out of your body. I put a bodysuit over you. So we're going to do one more thing. You can keep your eyes open as I do this. I'm making sure this bodysuit is on you. And as you close your eyes just for a minute, I think, just for the minute. As I do this, you're going to feel an energy going around you like a bodysuit. I just want you to feel the energy. I'm doing it over your head here. And it's going down. And it takes 2 seconds. And what I'm gifting you with is an invisible bodysuit that'll prevent you and shield you from the negative ETs. And there won't be many left anyway, because they're being thrown off planet. And do you feel what I'm doing right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm putting the suit onto you, and I'm just making sure that you're well protected. So I want you to say these words as you have your eyes closed, and this will finalize the deal. I am
I am
a cosmic
a cosmic,
Christed,
Christed,
being of light.
being of light.
I am free.
I am free.
I am unconditional love,
I have unconditional love,
and my light will shine forever.
and my might will shine forever.
Okay, open your eyes, brother. You're good. You're good, man. You did really well.
Thank you.
You did excellent. I'm proud of you and your story. I appreciate the update on this story, and I hope people do reach out to you that were involved in seeing that, because I think that's a really historic, important story to talk about. And I appreciate that too.
Yeah, definitely. If anybody was around that area in 96, between 95 and 97, reach out to me directly. I've been trying desperately to find people that's seen it, because I can't find anything, any news stories about it. Nothing. There's nothing on the internet. I can't find anything about it. So my only way to connect with people about it is to find people that actually experienced it.
Yeah, and here is a good place to get that out there. So hopefully, if anybody knows anybody who had that experience like Infamous is talking about, contact Infamous. He's on here, and get in connection with him and tell him what you've experienced back then, and that you had to be one of the participants somewhere in that area that also saw that big spaceship. All right, Infamous, I want to thank you, man, for coming up here and getting the word out. So thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. And keep up to date. Let us know how you feel.
I will.
All right, sounds good. Everybody, welcome. I want to thank Infamous. Let me do this here. And let's do this. And this is Encounters. So another 2 implants taken out of a human being, destroyed, and a great story. I knew there was implants because when he mentioned the Zeta, I knew I had to help him. So he just destroyed 2 more implants, and he's not going to be played around with anymore by any Zeta or any other low vibrational ETs. Yeah, I have wind chimes outside. You hear the wind chimes, Star? They're on the outside porch. So it's a little bit windy tonight. The wind chimes are going. Oh, this is interesting. Have a blood. Okay, let me see here. I think we might want to bring you up. And one of the things is I do with the implants. So you're hearing my wind chimes. It's windy tonight. I have some beautiful wind chimes out on the porch. So they're making noise. But you have to be over 18. No foul language. No kids on the show. No smoking on the show. No vaping. No drugs. No drunks. No paranormal discussion. No politics. No religion. I think I cover everything here. So it's Havoc Bliss. Havoc Bliss. We'll see if they're going to come up with us on Encounters, No One Spiritual UFO Talk Show. He says all my encounters have been the Zeta. So Havoc Bliss, we'd love to have you up here. We can help you out. Yeah, we have our wind chimes going. Yeah, it's really windy out there. My chimes going like crazy tonight. If you be on still, hey, Jam Z, you have a blessed night too, brother. Thank you. Man, those chimes are really loud tonight. Why is it called Area 51? That's just because the government decided to call it Area 51. No real rhyme or reason. But Area 51, to your question, is a multi-level facility that has reverse engineered technology, and there's other bases near Area 51 that are also used for that particular purpose. Yeah, you're hearing my chimes outside. Hey, Holly D, good to see you. Yeah, so we might not be on in 30 more minutes, but if you come on tomorrow night on Friday evening, Havoc Bliss, we can have you on as our first guest and to talk about what happened. So we'll be on East Coast time, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Mountain, and 8 o'clock West Coast. I'm just reading people's. Yeah, there's an Area 52. I've never really studied it. There's also an S4 base near Area 51 in the mountains. There's a couple of things going on out there. I believe there's probably a lot of underground facilities in that area. I wouldn't put it past the government to have underground facilities for all these years. Transportation, underground facilities, I believe they have them. And the underwater bases, we've talked about that, myself in April. There are underwater bases in the oceans. How do I check for implants? So, Daryl, if you have an implant, basically what that means is that you have something in your body that was put there that wasn't there before. Like if you were abducted by the Zeta, that's a good way of checking for the implants. Hey Jane, welcome to the show. Because a lot of people have implants in them that had been abducted 10 or 15 years ago. Yes, there are ways to check for implants. Some of them might not be as physical, like metallic. Some of them might be. It really depends. I'm just reading the comments here. Oh, you're welcome, Daryl. Well, he showed a biological chip. Interesting. Sometimes sleep paralysis could be connected with it being abducted, and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's different. Sleep paralysis is its own issue in itself, but there are people when they say they saw these like Zeta, and then they felt like they were paralyzed. It could be sleep paralysis, or it could be that they're controlling the person's body and abducting them, and that's very possible. Just reading comments here on encounters. Missing time. I know about missing time, what that is. I don't know how to help people on missing time. That's something I'm not really able to work with because I don't know. I know that people have missing time when they're abducted, and I've helped people that come back who had missing time. But if you've been abducted, I can help you, and that's in regards to if you had implants. So if you had been implanted, I can help that person by scanning their body and their brain, and I can figure out where the implants are. Oh, you've had before. I think it's Champy says because they took me. Champy, let's see here. We're going to bring you up here. If you want to come up, we'll bring you up here. I've heard you talk a little bit about your story. And we'll bring you up here and we can talk about it. So let me see, Champy. If you can come up here, we'd like to have you as a guest on the show. Let's see if they can come up. Welcome all the new people. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. We're going to do one more interview before 1 a.m. I'm trying to beam Champy up. Let's see here what happened to that. I just sent Champy a guest request to come up on the show. And we're going to try to show a spaceship, some UFO footage here. And welcome to Encounters. And it's now about 12:51. Okay, I'm now where I want to be here. So let's see. I'm going to try to show you a UFO video. I'm seeing where we want to go. This is interesting. I'm seeing what we have here. Interesting things are happening, folks. Let's see. Yeah, so there's a lot of UFO activity here. We'll pick something. Let me see if I have anything on my main thing here to show you. We might just show you a video. No. I'm going to wait. I sense in the next day or two I should get some new footage that's really good here to show you. You can watch all the UFO footage I have on my Ashtar Command page here on TikTok. I have a lot of footage on here that's from all over the place. Notice that 100,097.7. I appreciate all the likes and everything. JMB, I'm going to bring you up, JMB. JMB, you're now invited to the most popular UFO talk show, spiritual UFO talk show on social media. Come on up. JMB 1059.
Hi,
Hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Glad to have you with us. And can you go on camera? I think you have enough followers.
I wouldn't know how to do that. You want to show me?
Yes, I will. So on your TikTok, you have a bunch of options. One of
Yeah.
which, when you accept my request to go live, there's a little camera with a little white line going over it. So what you do is you find that little camera, you press it, unlock the line, and then you'll come on screen on the camera here.
Really?
Yeah, I will help you. I've done this with numerous people that didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah,
And
I'm trying to find the camera, but I don't see that. I heard you telling the other lady that, Jennifer, I think, but I never saw the camera.
yeah, so the camera, I think Ashley wants to help with the camera thing. Let me bring it. My friend Ashley up. She's one of my moderators. She
All
will
right.
be able to help you. Hey, let's see. Ashley, are you here with us? She should be. She will be.
Okay.
Hey, Ashley, good evening.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, how are you?
Good. We're trying to get JMB's
Hi.
camera going.
Hi.
Okay, so what you want to do is click on your box that you're in,
Okay.
and then you see that video recant
Oh, I see
video
it.
recorder.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes.
You're gonna want to clip that,
Oh, we're there. Okay, I see myself.
and
Yes.
then you're gonna want to hit the one right to the right. It's like a circle with 2 arrows going around it.
Okay.
Oh wait, never mind. You don't want to do that because that's changing it around. Just click the recorder.
The recorder again?
Yeah.
No, just so it has
No.
no line going through it.
Okay.
And then
Make
hit
there's no
save.
line.
Hit save at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Hi.
See, JMB, you did. Hey, Ashley, you're good.
That was easy.
Yeah, she's one of my moderators. So tell us a little bit about the story, about your story, about your daughter's story and
daughter.
everything. Yeah.
It's interesting. She was still living with me because she's actually in her 40s now. So she was probably, I don't know exactly how old, but she's probably in her teens, young teens. And she said that she wasn't all the way asleep. She was in her bedroom. And she felt, I'm trying to remember exactly. I'm hoping that I have most of the story correct, but she felt something where it was coming from her head and they were trying to push her down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she was trying to get up and I think she was having a hard time being able to fight.
Yeah.
And they kept telling one of them there was a couple, 2 or 3, I think, in the room with her.
Yeah.
And they were one of them was saying, it's okay. It's okay. We're not going to hurt you. Just, calm down. Because she was not calm.
She was freaking out.
She was freaking out. Yeah. And she said she saw a light going up and down her. But she wasn't.
Interesting.
Yeah. And my granddaughter, her daughter, who's now 28, says maybe you were abducted and you weren't in your room at all. But she doesn't know that. She says she only realizes that she was in her room, in her bed, laying down, And but after the whole thing happened, they left, and she just came. She couldn't walk, but she was crawling down the hall to my room.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was so afraid, of course, and she slept with me that night. And
Oh, of course you would. Yeah, I would think so.
yeah, and she's seen a lot of other like UFOs that got the window, and she's seen them, and she gets good video. In fact, one of her videos got someone picked it up and said, "Hey, can we put it on our site?" And I don't know the name of the site, but they used one of her videos. But I want to say this, as far as she might have had an implant in her, and she might still have some, because she had this thing on the back of her neck, kind of like on the shoulder and the back, on the top there. And she always wanted to get that. She thought it was a cyst. So she went to this doctor, said, "Oh, it won't take but a few minutes. It's very easy. We'll take it out." Guess what? She went to the procedure. Her boyfriend was there and the doctor, and that was it. He said it was going to take less than 5 minutes. He said it would be really easy. He thought it was a cyst, but it wasn't. Because he went in and he was in there for a while, and my daughter was quiet, and she's inquisitive, and she's going to say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Right.
And he's going, "Well, it's not what I thought it was." He goes, "Whatever it is, it's moving."
It's moving.
It was moving.
So was he able to get it?
He did. He worked on it for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know, a while, but he got it out. He got as much as he could, almost all of it. He believes he got all of it, but it was moving.
And what did he do when he got it out?
I don't know. They sent it to the lab, and they called her and they said, we've never seen anything like it. We don't know what it was, but they destroyed it.
It was probably an ET implant by low vibrational ETs. Do you think she has other implants in her body?
I'm thinking after I just saw your show tonight, possibly. Because she always gets these headaches, And she went this is interesting, she's living in Hawaii now, right? And there's a doctor, a neurologist that she went to. And on his intake form, where you fill out all about you, one of the questions says, "Have you ever been abducted?" She thought it was a joke. She's like looking, because where do you see that? This is a neurologist. But he says that there are people who have come in with headaches, and they've had abductions, and so he feels I don't. But with her, she didn't know at this time. That story that happened to her, she never thought it was an abduction. She figured maybe the aliens were there, but she never knew that she was actually abducted because she thought it all happened in her bedroom, which it could have. I don't know. But she has
Well,
astral projected before. She told me she can do that. She knows how to.
does she have TikTok? Is she able to get? Does she have
Yeah,
enough followers? I'd like to.
yeah.
So, how much do you know about what I do here? Are you new to the show, pretty much, or?
I think this is my second time I've kind of tuned in, second or third time.
Hmm. So one of the things I do, I'm not from this planet. I'm from Mars originally. I had human parents that passed away, and I became more activated when I got older as an adult. When I was a kid, I had many sightings of what I call UFOs or spaceships. But I am from Mars, which is a planet of 10 to 15 million inhabitants. I have my human consciousness. I'm human, but I have also fully consciousness, my space consciousness, which is my astral command consciousness, as a Christed being of light. And so I'm able to, when I switch over to that mode of operation, I'm able to, and I've done this on my show for a couple months now, I've removed implants out of people's bodies and destroyed them remotely from my location here on the show.
It's amazing. I watched you do it tonight. It's amazing.
Yeah. So your daughter, I keep getting, I need to help her out. And this is coming from my space consciousness that if I help her, I'll get rid of all the other implants in her body and destroy them.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her know. I don't know. I don't know. Usually, I'll send a little. If I'm watching something, I'll press that little arrow and show her. I guess I invite her. That's the word I want to say.
Invite
But
her,
she may
yeah.
have been busy because I tried to call her earlier before I got on and she didn't answer. And she usually will if she's not busy. So
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, well,
let her
she's not busy.
know.
And we're on 11 o'clock here on the East Coast, and she's in Hawaii, so she'll have to see the time difference when I'm on. She
Right.
just, it'll be probably afternoon in Hawaii, but she can come on, and then you can, introduce her to me, and I'll help her out, and we'll get rid of all the implants in her body.
Okay, that sounds great. And I'm sure I'm following you, but what is your name? Is it
My name
Commander?
is CmdrAleon at the top, CmdrAleon,
Okay.
uh, 2022 at AOL.com.
Oh, okay. Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for having me on, and I appreciate you. And I'll definitely get her on because this will be really good and exciting to see what you
I
find.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you're
How
now
you
watching the
can.
show. You'll be addicted to this show forever until disclosure happens, and even then you'll be addicted. Here, I'll let you go. And
Okay.
I'm gonna.
And
All right,
I'm in California, so you're 3 hours or 2 hours. I don't know.
yeah, and I'm going with my wife out to potentially California either late January, February, because we have a friend who's got family out there, so we're staying out there with them. And then my goal is to go to on the coast to do some meditation and maybe vector in some astral command ships. And then the other thing is I want to go to Joshua Tree, California, which is to the east. I
Yeah.
think it's about four hours away from San Diego, California, where we would be. So,
I'm in
but
Orange County, so
Orange County, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be, right now it's just in the talking stages, but when I want to get out there, I'm going to try to do a live on TikTok when I'm out in California, when that happens.
Well, that'll be nice.
All right,
January,
well,
February, you said about February? Yeah.
sometime, yeah, we're going to be going out there, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Well, it was
right,
really, I enjoyed talking with you. And how do I click off of here?
I'll help you. I'll help disconnect you off the ship, and
Okay.
you are all set. Thank you so much for coming on here. And I think, let me see here. Oh, San Diego is 2 hours over Joshua. Oh, that's not bad. 2 hours, I can do that. I can definitely do that. And I'm gonna actually call it a night. It's about 1:04 in the morning, so we're gonna do some more live stuff tomorrow night. I did post a video for Saturday night. Saturday nights are Astro Command night. Myself and hopefully April. And so I want to thank everybody for being here. It's been great. I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. It's been a great group of people as always. And I hope you all have a great morning, a great day tomorrow. We're getting ready for the weekend. these shows I have now, this show and my two other shows will be on my TikTok channel, not my TikTok channel, my YouTube channel, Astro Recommend Spaceship News, and we'll get those on. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I feel like I'm being tugged off planet. So we love you all. Everybody have a good night and a good morning and a good weekend. We'll see you soon. Oh yeah, midnight. April needs food bad, Commander. Okay, so well, hopefully when she's on, maybe people can help support her. Also, please follow Friends with Fairies 1111. She is with the Astro Command. She's a beautiful person and a beautiful soul. And please join us on her live when she's on and show unconditional love and support for what's going on with her and what she's doing. All right, I want to say good night, everybody, and we'll catch you later.